Good morning. I'm here at 7175 Whispering Pines Road in Flagstaff. It's an absolutely epic property, epic dimensions, 1.5 million, just got listed. It is absolutely gigantic. The lot is 8 acres, and we even have a detached garage here, which is even more so impressive. This would be an absolute epic short-term rental. You could probably house 16, 18, maybe even 20 people. I'm gonna take you for a spin around, and let's go take a look. I love how you're surrounded by big, beautiful pine trees. It really feels like you're in the forest, quite literally. You have this nice mid-century cabin vibe entrance. All around the house you have these Trex decks, which are in great condition. We walk in through the mudroom, which is pretty typical for Flagstaff, considering the winters that they get. A lot of snow, a lot of rain, people going in and out of the ski station. You're greeted here by these gorgeous views of the Twin Peaks, Mount Humphreys. Every lot here is multiple acres, so it feels very private. You don't really see any neighbors, maybe one over there in the distance. We have these gigantic ceilings. I would say probably close to 20 feet. It's a decent sized living room here for the views. Obviously, being outside on the deck is a big prize. We've got a decent sized kitchen. And so we have 2 master suites on each side. We have 2 bedrooms in the back. We have 1 giant loft mezzanine space up there. And then there's a downstairs with even more rooms and more space in the garages. So let's walk into this first bedroom here. Again, with the really, really high ceilings, lots of natural lights, big windows, access to the deck. Obviously, we have the views still here. That's really cool. You have your ensuite bathroom. His and hers. And a big closet. We have a similar room on the other side, albeit a little bigger. I think this one is slightly bigger. Also with the views. Closet here, bathroom here. You may want to replace this tub, which is for handicapped. Everything's in good condition. The floors, the walls, the wood panelings, the beams. The interior looks pristine. Let's walk upstairs to this big mezzanine. Yeah, you're in the forest here. You can see the metal roof. It's gonna last a lifetime. There's another closet here and another bathroom here. So you could easily have a couple large beds. This house has an elevator that goes down because you have 3 floors, right? There's a top floor where we're at now. There's the ground floor with the living room, the 2 giant master suites, the kitchen, and now we're gonna walk into these 2 bedrooms here on the side, on the ground floor, and there's a hallway bath. So we're now at 5 bedrooms if we count the mezzanine as a bedroom, considering it has its bathroom. And we're going down to the lower level. There's 2 garages, one on each side. I love the stone veneer. Really cool. Then we have this giant second living room here with its own fireplace. This could also be a bedroom, or you can have a pull-out couch, or a couple of pull-out couches. Also has its own bathroom. I don't know what's going on with this bathtub. Maybe it's a plumbing condition where you have to have it so high up. I don't know, we'll have to verify. This is the elevator we saw earlier. Just like this button. Electric utility room. Second garage. Second washer and dryer hookup. So you have 2 sets, which is cool. And then there's this other giant space here. Could be great for ping pong or something. Pool table. All right, let's go check out the detached garage now. So this was the front of the house. There's a little dog run here. The driveway goes all the way around. This is where I parked. There's a little shed for wood burning in the winter. You can see the driveway loops around the house. You have 2 entrances here, 2 garage entrances, and then this was the entrance to the game room. Driveway continues around over there, loops around. You can see the detached garage, and the main gate entrance of the property is over there. So I'm gonna walk towards the detached garage now. All right, so this is the entrance, the gated entrance for the property. You can see the trash collection services come all the way out here. There's a neighbor over here, neighbor over there. That's all the property, the giant trees. Can't really see many neighbors. There's one all the way there. This is the detached garage. It is absolutely epic. Also has metal roof, which is great. These 2 huge entrances can fit RVs, you know, big ones. I would make this into the most epic game room in all of Flagstaff. And what's cool is it's connected to the septic. It may even have its own separate septic. There's a clean out right here. And because there's water, electricity. It has its own sub panel right here. And so there's a half bath here, and there's a whole bunch of rooms that also have their bathrooms. So it's kind of unfinished. Feels like more like a workshop than anything else. But you see, you have side entrances. You have space here There's a fridge, which could potentially go. There's water right here. Looks like space for a washer and dryer. This is a room, has a water heater, a sink, toilet, and a shower. So we'd have to check with the county exactly if we can turn this into an official bedroom. But again, because you're in the county, I don't think they would really care if you put a bed in there and it advertises for 2 more occupants. This is really, really high. They probably heat the place with these. There's also another washer and dryer. Got another room here, smaller windows, lower ceiling, has a closet, and has a bathroom. So there's a lot of potential here to house more guests. There's this cool little area here. Looks like it was already a game room. And then this overlooks the bottom. So a lot of potential with this detached garage. All right, guys, that's it for the tour today. Let me know what you think. This property has humongous potential. Yes, it needs a little bit of work, especially the detached garage, but it's huge added value. The house itself is large enough to comfortably house 12, 14, 16 people maybe. If you add the garage, maybe you can bring it up to 20. And having 8 acres and tons of privacy with neighbors being so far away, you're not really concerned about trouble. This property for sure will require some, maintenance in the landscape, especially in the winter. Lots of pine trees. And this is volcanic soil, which is good. You want to make sure that you get the little weeds, once or twice a year, cut down so that it stays clean and pristine. Probably snow removal in the winter when there's a lot of snowfall here in Flagstaff, but that's also why people come here, right? Not just from all of Arizona, but all around the country. For a ski station and our beautiful mountains and forests. So yeah, epic lot here.